Hold on. What is happening?
Production meeting.
What is happening? I literally keep taking this damn thing off.
Oh
Hold on.
Jesus,
I think I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on.
girl, you got the overlay on instead of the background.
You
Yeah, that's
know,
what happened.
Production.
welcome everybody to the Whether You Like It or Not panel hosted by your girl Simply Sakina. We have a really B, aka Burgundy B, aka Bully B in the building, fresh off the jet. Okay, fresh off the
And
plane.
I am. My plane just landed at 3. I'm here at
Yes,
4. I'm here at 4 hours later.
y'all need to give it up to her because I don't know if I could do that. On top of watching the episode, y'all need
Right,
to
because
give
I
it
had
up
to
for
watch the
her.
episode. Mm-hmm.
She did her thing. We
I
also
did.
have
So much I love y'all.
exactly. We also have Yocrates, who
In the
is,
bed. Yeah.
on bed rest. Okay. And listen, we see another literally,
That
we
will
see
bed rest.
speaking of another bed resting young man, we have the Dr. Josiah Bryant, okay, PhD, live
He in
from
the
the
bed
bed as
too, y'all.
well.
I just
Look,
need y'all to know
I'll
that the
be
Whether You
dressed.
Like It or Not panel is limping into this episode. I'm just going to go ahead and
Listen,
be
when I
honest.
tell you
We're
everybody is
crawling.
so exhausted.
We are limping into this episode, but we are here for y'all. We are still here for y'all, but we are limping.
I'll be on camera in a second.
Cause y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. When we was backstage, y'all got on camera and said he was in the bed. I got on camera to show him that we was on the same page because I too was laying down. While y'all was waiting on us, we all in the bed except for really me. That's
And I'm gonna be in bed 5 minutes after this episode, but till I get some work night, because that's how I'm gonna be getting up off of here going to bed.
exactly like anybody that has seen my Love Island or Housewife reviews know that I was up until like 3 something doing reviews. Okay. I look like last night. It is what it is. I don't give a damn. We here by the skin of our teeth. Ain't
By the
that the
grace of
saying?
God, what the
We
Clark
here.
sister said, blessed and highly favored.
I mean, look, I could have, I would have called off, but hell, I mean, we already got to hit busy mouth. I ain't trying to hit his mouth all the way over here because you know he loud as fuck.
Hey, y'all
Ain't
know
nobody worried
what?
about
The funny
Busy.
thing
He
is,
ain't even here.
Busy. Okay, so Scotty and T are not here, right? Scotty told us last night that he wasn't gonna be here. We know he in Mississippi. So T is in the chair, so he's not gonna be here. And then Busy
Or
is
he's
like,
gonna be
oh
late.
no,
He might be late.
y'all doing, yeah, he might show up. We never know. But Busy is on them like, oh no, y'all need to show up for Sakina, blah, blah, blah. Threatening everybody how
And
they
who
need to
ain't
be on
here?
time, all this.
And
Why
who
he
ain't here?
got on, he gonna say, I'm running late. But you was pressing everybody to be here and you late. Like,
Okay.
make that make sense.
They
So
said Scotty down at the pint. Lord have
Yeah.
mercy. Down
okay,
in the
he
valley
is.
where the girls get naked. Okay, I'm sorry.
What's the city? Chuckalisa?
Chuckalisa.
Uh-huh.
That's one show that keep playing with us because why is that show still not on our TV yet?
Right. They really,
Because of
they
Nikki
really.
Gilbert.
But I thought they gave us a date. Like I thought all of that was like wrapped up and they had gave us like
Yeah, I thought they was
summer
filming.
2026 or something like that. Am I
They
tripping?
filmed the season. The season is filmed.
It's done, yeah. So I'm like,
Oh
what's
damn.
going on? I
Oh
don't
shit.
I
I
know.
don't
do
know.
think the lawsuit held everything up, though. I do think the lawsuit had something to do with it, but I do think because I mean she appealed it and everything, and I think it's final. I think it's. I don't. I think that's it.
No way. No, it has not been 6 years.
It feel
Has it
like
been?
it.
Has it
It
been
was during
six
the
years?
pandemic.
It was during the pandemic, but that was season 1, and then
No,
season two came on like around 2022, right?
I don't even
Let me
know
go.
anymore. I'm not being funny. I would literally have to Google it. I don't even know anymore.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
I
think
look
would
it
have
up
to
now.
do it too, but we not gonna go there.
Yeah.
So
Let's get
that was
into it.
that. Y'all,
Okay,
this
so P Valley did come out in 2020.
yeah. When did season 2 come?
And the last episode of season 2 was August 14th, 2022.
Okay,
Damn.
Mm.
So
boom.
it has been a long. It's four. That's
It's
4 years
been
though.
4 years. Like, bitch, we don't care no more. Like, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie, but the thing is,
Ah shit. Hold on.
Oop.
I'm here.
Oh.
Sorry. I just knocked something. I just knocked something over. I'm here. Sorry.
Oh my.
like, what? But yeah, them chicks done danced they last dance. Okay, listen, that's crazy. 2022 is wild.
I know, right?
Y'all, this episode was really like it didn't give much until the end. What did y'all think about it?
Well, I just wanted to say I'm coming on as a consultant to the panel
Oh
tonight.
Lord, oh
And
Lord.
Dr.
Help
Bryant,
us,
Dr.
Lord.
Josiah Bryant. So no trolling, but I will be giving licensed therapeutic
Are,
advice.
are you giving it to Drew?
And whoever needs to get it in this scene,
Drew.
we will come from a Josiah fix my life type
Josiah fix.
perspective. So expect
Oh.
a calm, zen, professional version of
You know
Josiah.
what? Take all that Zen shit over there to Wendy Osefo. She needs it more than we do. Take it over there.
Wendy over there down at the Jay-Z concert I seen.
I know doing photo shoots and shit.
Hey,
I said, okay. But I
let her live her
appreciate
best life.
your expertise. At the end of the day, Dr. Bryant, do what you feel is best for the community and what is best for the cast. I'm here for it. I will allow it. Thank you, Riri, for the super chat. She'll problem needs to go worry about her mama and uncle and leave Big P
Oh
alone. Come
Lord.
on, Big P. It's
Oh.
your problem. Mm. Okay, this episode was definitely a little messy at the end. I feel like the episode kind of coasted. Like I was okay with it at the time,
Yeah.
lighthearted until it got heavy. So,
I mean,
well,
it's only like a couple of things that happened that yeah, I want to talk about until we get to the end. But other than that, like it was just nice to see them having fun, you know?
right, yes, that's I agree with that. And I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know, and I know I'm gonna just say it. We ain't got no tweets of the week. We don't got no tweets of the week. I
I ain't
know
even
that.
mad about it.
It would have all been about the same damn thing.
Right.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah,
the
it's
reason
cool.
why. So it's not like, and this is more so for the audience. I know y'all really don't care. But this is for, the chat because when y'all come over to the Simply Sakina channel, I give y'all StreamYard Premium Plus. And the fact that I wasn't able to deliver today, that is unfortunate. However, as I was scrolling through the streets of Twitter, I was very not interested. It was all think pieces. It was all, the same topic. I did see one that I wanted to post, but I was like, just trying to do like a video, trying to put a video up here was just too much. It was funny though, but that was the only
And
one.
and wait, and Prophet, let's be clear. I can speak for me. We get tweets over here at the Citadel, okay? Now it may not be in the beginning of the live, but we get them. Okay, just
It
want to put
gives
that
you
out there.
intertwined.
I give a little tweaks now and then.
I'm the more consistent. Portia just tweeted. What she say?
Oh
Phyllis,
hell.
the Twitter streets are brutal right now. Listen, I don't want no parts of the damn Twitter streets. I just like this a casual stroll, okay? A casual scroll. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this because we all tired and we can wrap this shit up quick. Um, the episode starts off with the ladies doing some type of like Scottish field day. They do tug of war. It was real cute. They have lunch. Portia checks on Kelly because they had like the little kumbaya moment the night prior. Some of the girls weren't privy to this whole kumbaya session. Pinky and Shamia being Was Kay there? I think Kay missed out on it too. But whatever. Yeah, some of the girls weren't there, but Portia is saying, if you have somebody that you want to let in, allow it, all this stuff. Shamia's salty because she's seeing Kelly and Portia make up, but she feels like Portia can't make up with her, but she want to make up with everybody else. What y'all thought about that?
I thought that was a valid statement. Like, why? And I understand that when you have real, genuine friendships with somebody, it hurts more than somebody you just casually are cool with. I get that part, but I kind of see where Shami is coming from. It's like, damn, we can't come back from what we went through, but y'all accusing the Kelly accused you of sleeping with all the Africans in Atlanta, and I don't know. I saw Shamia's point on that. Like, damn, you forgave everybody else, but you can't forgive me. We can't even have a conversation. So I don't know.
For me, I feel like I haven't seen throughout this season at least Shamia making an effort to talk to Portia. Hell, we've even seen her be reluctant to go to Portia's house on episode 1, which is fine. I understand that. But it's like I haven't really seen much of an effort on Shamia's part to be close to Portia again. I feel like we've seen her make comments throughout the season in regards to that, like them not being in that space X, Y, and Z. So it's shit. She didn't even invite the lady to her husband's birthday, which I understand is her husband. But that's just more of an example for me. And also, y'all, I feel like their situation runs a lot deeper. Kelly and Portia's situation gives a Kenya in Portia. Like Portia's been there, done that. Kenya has, talked about all the men that she slept with and all this stuff like that. So I feel like this is like familiar territory for her, and she's also used to this game with the reality world. So I don't think she's taking too serious what Kelly got to say. I don't know. What y'all think, Chad?
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
disagree.
like,
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, y'all.
I don't think it's that. Okay, so I do get where Shami is coming from now. After what the fuck they did on last night's episode, yeah, like had that been the case, and Shami said that, I'd be like, all right, baby, you doing too much. But I mean, it's par for the course. But I will also say this: I like pretty much Shamia was saying in last night's episode, pretty much, I know where the bodies are buried. I know you. So my thing is, if you know her, then why are you surprised? And
Yeah.
really, if you know this person, why do you even want to be that close with her unless you're fearful, just like she's fearful that if one of y'all decide to go off the deep end, literally this whole
Stuff
thing's
is
about to
gonna explode.
explode, which is
Yeah.
kind of what they're saying is happening on the internet streets right now.
Um, I will say the whole, from my understanding, the bulk of the issue between Shamia and Portia coming into the season was this phone call that we were not privy to. Um, that was kind of like the thing that really had them at odds and just a little strained at the top of the season, which is why Shamia didn't want to come to her house and was kind of reluctant with that because they had said some pretty harsh things to each other. So, again, we don't know the full details. We just heard about this conversation, but the conversation, obviously, we know for sure was not a nice one. So, and it also came from um, the backs of last season.
Right.
And we already know calling Portia up that we're just clashing. So yeah, it stems from things that happened last year, but they're basing it off of the phone call that they had that we didn't hear about.
Right. And that's what I was actually going to say. I think where we are when the show starts this season, I don't think Shamia is in that place looking for Portia's forgiveness, because I think it's beyond that. Like you said, after that phone call where they cussed each other out and they probably sound like they said some really nasty stuff to each other on that phone call. I think prior to that, though, is where it was not Sakina Lloyd, what Shamia is talking about, like last season when it was the back and forth with Angela said this and Drew said that. Like, I think that's what more she's talking about. Last year, it wasn't that deep. Now it's that deep now, like after the reunion, and now they done cuss each other. Like, yeah, I don't think she's looking for the reconciliation at this point, but I think her thing was it wasn't that deep, and you weren't open to us getting past it. But
Yeah.
but that's just my, that's my opinion.
And I get
My
what
two
you're
cents.
saying. I also feel like Shamia has to be realistic though, because wasn't it Shamia the one who called Portia? Because Portia was saying, "You kiss Candy, I kiss Candy," and she felt like her marriage was like basically put in jeopardy because Portia is like saying these things that could cause harm to her marriage. I don't know. It's just kind of like if you're calling her, it sounds like you're initiating some of this stuff, but then she's acting surprised when she gets the results that she gets. Yeah, maybe that's just her used to operating in that toxic state with her and Portia, and she feels like, okay, yeah, we can get over it. But it's like I don't think Portia really want to be your friend no more, unfortunately. Whereas Shamia seems like she's waiting around for them to reconcile. You know,
I
no.
have a
Hmm.
I actually have a thought,
Here we go.
if you don't mind me interjecting. So,
Come on, doctor. Come on, Dr. James.
thank you, thank you. You go through stuff. Let me stop trolling. Okay. When you go through something like tragic and as traumatic as far as losing your best friend of over 20 years, there is a process. There's a grieving process that you actually go through. It's like losing, a family member or losing somebody who, grieving a dog or, a friendship or whatever, grieving your favorite foods because you're going on a diet. Like, so let's use that analogy. You're trying to lose weight, you're eating your favorite foods and you're grieving the fast food because now you got to eat broccoli, cauliflower, bell pepper, baked chicken for the next 75 days. It's processed. And there are, I believe, 12 or 13 stages of grief. I'm not sure which. It
Really?
was in my handbook when I was in school, but there are
Help us,
12
Lord.
there
Not
are
his
12
handbook.
stages of grief when losing somebody in your life. First
Oh,
is
Lord.
denial. You deny the situation because you can't believe this is actually happened. Then it's remorse because now you're crying and you're grieving. Then it's separation. And then after that, it's anger because you're mad about the situation. And then after anger comes healing. No, 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 I'm sorry, restoration. Let me open back up my book and make sure I'm in the right. Yeah, restoration.
You mean Google? You mean open back up Google?
Restoration.
So,
So there's
so
restoration.
Jojo, is this the
Mhm.
same school that you, the other Brian, Dr. Oz, and them? Is this the same? Is that the handbook you got from that same school?
This is the school that I actually graduated from. Yes. I can't
Oh,
name the school just because
you
for public reasons, but
know what?
and these are actually the 13,
I bet you
12,
can.
11, 10, 9, 12, 11 stages of grief. And then after that, after you
Lord.
go through all them stages, is healing. So now we are responsible for our own healing. You got to go out there, you got to talk to somebody. You got to pray about it and go to therapy in the end. And then you finally grieved.
Thank you. I
Mm.
think maybe the school has some exclusive steps for grieving. But I think that it's 5 stages.
Got some exclusive
No,
stuff.
it's 12. It's like I'm the doctor. I have my PhD.
You're
So it
right.
is 12
Mm.
stages. I just wait, 13, 11, 9.
Look
Sir,
at him.
Some of them
Look.
stages.
sir.
I
It's
don't know.
listen, but you are understanding what I'm saying, right? Like hopefully what I'm saying is making sense.
Sir,
No.
I need for
No,
you to
we're
put the
not.
car in park and put the
No.
emergency brake on. Okay.
Yes, turn it on. Water is in my cup. There's nothing spectacular going on in here. Anywho, anybody got anything else to say before we get into this phone call Shamia made to her mother?
No. We'll
Nope.
have plenty of time to talk more about Shami and Portia, child.
Okay, yeah. Shamia gets to get on the phone with her mama. She crying. She just feels like she's attacked. She tell her mom about Angela saying that she slept with her neighbor George, and the wife sent her text debunking all of that. The ladies found something else to bring up on when it came down to Shamia saying that she came at Angela's daughter, and Shamia just is tired of being the bigger person. Okay, nothing more. So, and while she's on the phone with her mom,
No, I mean, well, I real my bad. I didn't know you were pausing for us to talk. My bad. All I was going to say was we kind of covered that on the last episode. I do agree that I feel like it was a pile on, and I do agree that when she debunked what Angela said, I felt like the energy wasn't matching the accusation. So I can understand, and I know everybody's not a Shamia fan, but I can understand where Shamia was coming from in that moment to be like, I literally showed proof that woman was lying on me, and everybody, and it just was like, oh, well, you said something to her daughter, like you shouldn't have said nothing to her daughter. Well, whoa. Can we deal with the fact that she made up a whole lie on me and got me out here sleeping with a married man? Like, so,
But but that even happened this episode, and this happens a lot where you bring up a grievance and some will bring up something else, and it's what you're saying may be true, but why are we ignoring what I just said? Like what I just said has no merit, and they're doing
exactly.
that a lot to where is you're overshadowing the initial issue, and is literally the whole purpose is I'm gonna just throw stuff out there so by the time we get to the end, we don't know how the fuck we got here, and nothing is resolved. It's nothing but confusion and chaos.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch What Happens Live. I did see that Phaedra and Eva were on there, but what happened? What did Phaedra lie about? It's an echo.
I mean, are we surprised that Phaedra lied? Like,
No,
I watch What Happens Live, and I don't know. Yeah, tell us what you're talking about.
I don't know. Let me see. I lost it, but Chuck had posted it, so I don't know. But yeah, that was that. Now Pinky is talking to her. Pinky is talking to Kay, and they're talking about the distance between her and Shamia. Kay is saying that at the end of the day, she doesn't care that Shamia was upset about the conversation they had at dinner. She was gonna be Shamia's friend regardless. And in the midst of her saying that, Shamia goes and says the only friend she got is Kelly, which of course made Kelly, not Kelly, Kate feel some type of way. Pinky Pete says Shamia has been fighting everybody and she's fighting so many battles, she feels like she's mentally checked out. They all feel like there's a great cloud over Shamia's head and they said she's turning into a monster. Yeah, I don't know where that echo is coming from. I don't know if it's me.
Child, is it me again? Damn.
Oh, okay, let me see.
It could be.
It might be. If it's me, y'all let me know.
Is it me?
I had to leave and come back because everything went mute. I couldn't hear shit.
Oh. Well, let me say this. Let me just say this about the situation. Again, Kay, you can't be surprised that Shamia feel like Kelly is the only solid friend. Because one thing, whether we like Kelly or not, Kelly does not when it comes to me. She is a solid friend to Shamia. Kay, you're not a solid friend of nobody on this show. So you can't be mad that Shamia feel like the only person she can really count on is Kelly. Because that is the only person on this show that does not flip-flop when it comes to Shamia. So she's not wrong for that. Like,
she might not be wrong for that, but don't nobody want to hear that when you're in the midst of making up with somebody and saying, basically trying to make a truce, no matter what. I'm still rocking with you or whatever, and you telling me that you only got one friend. Like, okay, bitch, well, yeah, then have your one friend there. Fuck off. Thank you, Riri, for the super chat. Mammy Shamamas. What? Mammy Shamamas, the auntie, gave her that ammo in that call off camera. Y'all think so? Y'all think her mama is the one who was in her ear to go off the way that she did?
I think that scene was edited, and I think some stuff happened that we didn't see because I can't believe that Shamia went that nuclear over that comment that Portia made. Like, I feel like that scene was edited. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seemed like 1 minute they were talking about the kids playing with each other, and then the next thing, Shamia is unloading the clip. Like, I feel like if Shamia was going to unload the clip, she's had ample opportunity where worse was said that she could have dropped that. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, the
I
clip
feel
could have
like I
been
feel like that
did at
scene
the
was edited.
reunion. I mean, look, the one it better be the clip better really come out at this reunion, but she could have did at the reunion. She look, I mean, I tend to let certain shit go, but if you finna sit here and come at my mom's neck on the Twitter or the Instagram, whatever it was, 9 times out of 10, I'm just finna air your ass out right there on the same platform. Man, fuck a message. I'm just finna go live. I'm finna click the button. Fuck it. We want to talk. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We,
This
wait, we
is a
haven't
valid
gotten there yet,
point.
right?
Huh?
We haven't gotten to that scene, right?
What?
No, not yet.
Should be going off, right?
Oh no. This is the valid point. If Shamia can shade Angela to her daughter and mask it as a compliment, why wouldn't she do that to Portia and PJ? Yeah.
I disagree. Angela's daughter is a grown ass woman. I don't think that Shamia is gonna be shading a 7-year-old. Like, I'm not gonna put a 7-year-old and a 27-year-old in the same category. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, yeah, I understand what you're
And
saying.
let me be clear. Portia, I don't want, because I see some comments in the chat. I don't want people to think that I have a problem with Portia not wanting her daughter to play with Shamia's daughter. Let's be clear. That's not my issue. My issue is I feel like there was something edited that we didn't see, because I can't believe that Shamia went that far nuclear over Portia not wanting their kids to play. Portia has every right to have whoever she wants around her kids. I don't have no issues with that. I just think that I don't think that Shamia went that far off because of it. That's what I think.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Wait, y'all think the echo was me? Oh, I don't hear it no more. But
Is
if I hear
the echo gone?
yeah,
it left. I don't hear it.
Okay. I think that might just be a delayed comment.
Yeah, so that was that. And then some people are feeling like the monster comment is a stretch. I get that too. I really didn't even pay too much attention to it while it was said, but yeah, like, she's not terrorizing everybody to the extent, like, the monster is a big word to describe that.
Yeah, that was a reach.
I think Pinky, either Pinky or Kay, one of them said
No,
that.
Kay said that. Kay Michelle said that. And you have to be mindful. And, when you look at the context, this is not Dr. Josiah Bryan talking. This is JoJo talking. When you look at the context, I mean, Kay Michelle been through a lot of shit dealing with friends and stuff. So your girl is still paranoid, even on this show. Clearly, you can see it all throughout. Does Shamia kind of talk and she don't really, value it? I mean, she don't like kind of investigate what she say. Yes, of course, but Kay Michelle is just super sensitive on this show, and she's gonna have to get out of that love and hip hop mindset. Like, all these girls are against you. You're gonna have to really get to know these personalities without jumping the gun. And Kay, stop talking shit in your confessionals and call it out on the scene.
And I'm gonna say this, JoJo, quiet as it's kept, loud as it is. Why Kay thought the scheme was about her, the scheme was really about Shamia. But I ain't want to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
Listen, and I told y'all that 2 weeks ago, that I was like, I feel like this was a whole scheme set up by Portia. For real.
Shout out to Tammy Talks. Hey, world. She said,
what up,
that
Tammy?
Shamia's
well, no surprise, Prophet. We disagree. No surprise. We disagree.
Oh, look. Yes, she said she was hurt because Kelly made up with Portia and she wasn't invited to the room. I agree, because you could see Shamia was instantly annoyed when she found out that they had a conversation, and then on top of that, they made up, and she wasn't privy to any of that. Sorry.
No, because what that's doing is, like, I know alliances and shit happen. It shouldn't happen on these shows and whatnot, but like, a lot of people have been saying it seems like they're trying to ice Shamia out, and it's really, and if you're looking at it from a lion standpoint, all that Shamia has is Kelly and Kay. And now you pretty much just had Kelly have a whole heart to heart sister moment. You weren't there, so now you got kind of have to question like, damn, who do I really have in my corner?
Yeah, because if you think about it, I also feel like a lot of times when Shamia is going at it, and y'all refresh me, but I don't never see Kelly like defending her in the moment, especially when it came down to the whole Angela thing.
She
Like,
doesn't,
yes,
but I think she stopped doing that from last season when every time Britt said something, she was just all up in it, like, what about that baby? Like shit
oh
like that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think she
Mhm.
probably realized, like, damn, I did too much last season. Let me reel it all the way back
I
in.
agree. I agree with that. Yeah, she was like, "I'm gonna just sit this one
Yeah.
out." 'Cause she was over
Prophet, I'm
talking
not bullying you just because I said we
doing too
don't
much.
agree. That's not bully. I didn't cuss at you. I didn't say nothing. I just said we don't agree. That's it.
And we mentioned
I don't have the energy to fight.
ain't Pinky on Shamia's side too? Ain't there a click over there? Or Pinky ain't really with Shamia.
she more so on K's
I
side.
can't tell.
Yeah,
I think Pinky is really just being Switzerland.
yeah. Shout out to Riri again for the super chat. Big P and Lil Shamila are one and the same. Only difference is P is better at the optics. Yeah,
Mm.
they've been friends for that long. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not just that, but you also have to remember that if Andy likes you, Andy's going to do his best to portray you in the best light on the show, if and when he can.
Yeah.
And we all know that he likes Portia, just like he likes Phaedra.
Yeah.
Just is what it is.
He's is more so like the OG girls, obviously, are the ones that he's no longer he's gravitated towards. So it's just like, yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
not Shamia, Portia, Phaedra, Cynthia, they are going to get more on the good sides of Andy
I could, you know
showcase.
what? That's a great analogy when you think about it. I can definitely see that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because what yeah, Phaedra, you hosting the trip, but I think Phaedra is just there to just serve looks and confessionals and just to bring a more OG aesthetic to the,
No, you know what? I blame the Real Housewives of Atlanta fan base on Phaedra because y'all kept acting like we needed Phaedra back. Oh, Phaedra, 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 Phaedra. Oh, the show need Phaedra. The show need Phaedra. And now that y'all got Phaedra, y'all realize, you know what? Phaedra really ain't giving us shit. But y'all asked for this. Y'all begged for this. Y'all was ready to throw Candy under the bus. Somehow that's fucked up. That Candy keeping Phaedra off the show. And the only reason why Phaedra ain't back is because of Candy. And the minute Candy left, y'all was like, yes, call Phaedra. And y'all got her back. So I don't want to hear nobody complaining.
Wait,
Because
and
y'all
not
are the
just that,
problem. Y'all are the
it-
problem.
but look, we lose Candy, and what, a season and a half later, 2 seasons later, she has a storyline that I think we all really wanted to see play out on the screen. I mean, we don't ever want to see nobody get divorced or nothing,
The
but
divorce. Yeah.
Well, you know what? And people might not agree with what I'm getting ready to say. I don't think we get that divorce if she's still on the show. I think Candy would have rolled with the punches as long as them. I don't think Candy would have let. I just don't think Candy would have let the cameras answer on that.
I feel like she would have let us though. She's been open about everything else. I feel like she would have let us.
She's been open
But
about it, but I think she would have left the show. I don't think. I think she would have left the show before she
oh,
let that
okay.
play out. That's just my
gotcha.
opinion. I don't know because Candy, contrary to what the people was acting like, Candy didn't bring nothing. Candy put everything
She
on
brought a lot.
here, but I think she would. I think that she would have. I just think she would have protected her family on this one. Especially the kids.
Yeah.
If it was
I
just
get that.
Riley, and the older daughter, maybe. But with them having those minor kids and them having to actually go back and forth to court and stuff like that, I don't know.
I feel that. Shout out to Fearless 2752. This was a fun episode until Shamia showed up with her dark cloud. She did it in Dallas. When the ladies confronted Kay, she kept going back to the negative. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I agree. It was a lighthearted one up until then for
Now,
sure.
see, that's not how I remember that situation in Dallas. I remember Angela bringing Shamia into that situation in Dallas. They were coming at Kay, and Angela and them were the ones that were like, well, I think somebody got in her head. Yeah, because Shamia. No, Shamia didn't start that in Dallas. At least not by
Kay
my
was the dark
recollection.
cloud to me.
Am I remembering? Am I remembering that wrong?
No, 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 you're right because even when Kay was doing the crying, you had Angela like, "Why are you crying? Why don't you just sit there and eat?" Like Angela was heavy on that.
Yeah. So I don't
So
think Shamia didn't do that in Dallas. I'm sorry. I can't give her that.
Yeah, I think Kay was the dark cloud of that trip.
Yeah.
I think that.
Yeah, that was
But
Kay Michelle.
I will say there was something I wanted to say, but I forgot. Um, okay, but we can move on. So Pinky is having business issues. She's crying on the phone. She said that she spent 20K in 24 hours and she's starting to wonder when things are going to pay off. She said if she doesn't have a profitable month, then that money comes out of her pocket. So then you have Angela saying she wants Pinky to know that she's more than her money. Like she uses her money as a part of her identity. Go ahead, Bully B.
And then throw shade in the confessionals.
Angela is full of shit. There's not
thank
one.
you.
There's not one person. Hell, I cry if I got a bill that I didn't anticipate. Baby, I came home
Oh,
today and was
wait.
mad as hell because I left a ceiling fan on. I had a ceiling fan on the whole week I was gone. I'm mad as hell because I was like, fuck, my electric bill gonna be high. You know what I mean? Like we all, and especially what this woman is already going through when it comes to her finances. Yeah, I know she's made a little smart ass comments about, oh, I should have bought your foreclosed homes. Like I get it. Yeah, she made some comments about, but she keeps explaining to us there's a difference between being business poor and being personal finance poor. And for you to be like, I just think, why are you crying about money? It's not, girl, what you mean? That woman just said she lost $20,000 in 24 hours. I think most of us would feel some kind of way, even if you're rich, like $20,000 in 24 hours because of something out of your control. I didn't like that. And
I
especially
mean,
Angela, weren't you the one crying about the foreclosed
thank you.
homes last year?
Okay, I was about to say it. Thank you. That is.
Yeah, I said the
But
same thing.
I think I think part of it could be
Oh, let me go find this tweet that they keep talking
because
about.
I want to frame this in the right way so it doesn't come off as nasty because I can't I don't have any validity to it, but we don't know how Angela really like makes her money. So could it be that you don't have these feelings because that money was probably invested by your husband, whereas Pinky's money was she had to go
Her.
through vendors and take out business loans and all the other stuff to get to where she's at. Maybe that's why she can't relate. And and at the same exact time, I mean, again, from one control freak to another, I need for Pinky to get to a point when it comes to business where there's somebody you trust that can make decisions or make a decision to a point where they send you a proposal and you approve it. And if you feel that you have to do all the steps, then you need to sit here, perfect that area, create an SOP for that, and then put somebody in that place so you don't have to deal with it. Like, and again, this is coming from a control freak that don't like to delegate. Like, it's ways to do it, but if it's always gonna be you, me, I, you're gonna be burnt out. You're gonna lose days. You're going to lose money and sleep, amongst other things.
I agree.
And that was, you know what?
Insensitive.
Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I just say I think that was insensitive.
Yeah, and I understand. Like I said, I understand that Pinky made some slick comments at Angela. I get that, but I would much rather Angela say, "See, that's why you don't throw no rocks if you live in a glass house." Like I would much rather her be like, "Yeah, you was talking shit about me and my foreclosures, and now look at you," than for her to be like, "Girl, it's just money. I can't believe why are you crying over money?" Girl, we all cry over money. If I lost $20, I'm gonna be mad as fuck. If I drop $20 and I'll go back, listen. So I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know, Angela I just didn't like that. And again, I know Pinky came for her finances. I get that, but
So
Angela. Anyway.
I would love to kind of break this down as far as clinical perspective, right? So there's a clinical term of the queen bee complex, which is really not understanding the root of your behavior, right? Like as far as just being an asshole. So there are certain ways that you can actually approach this. And this is just for anyone, shout out to the school that I went to get my PhD.
You still can't tell us
So
the name of the school.
Shout out to the school that I went to.
I went
Right.
to listen, it's anonymous. I'm a private person, so you ain't gonna know the information. Now, when it comes to we as people who have this queen bee complex, who are just mean and just being an asshole, you're being mean to the workers, you're being mean at work, you're being mean to your teammates, I really wish Busy was here to listen to this. We have to start identifying the triggers, identifying the thoughts that lead to the mean behavior. And then we have to reconstruct. We have to reconstruct our thought patterns, okay? So, yes, we have to reconstruct those thought patterns. And then we got to really identify those defense mechanisms. What defend me? And that's all I got to say. Now, and then after that, you got to heal. You got to heal. That's my that's my look, you gotta heal. Look, it's the answer to everything. Go on and heal. Thank you. I'll go ahead and put in my Cash App in the chat. And I do accept insurance. I accept Cigna, Blue Cross Blue Shield. What other insurance they got? Aetna. I take it all.
Right quick, I just want to say I'm not team in general. I'm not team Portia or Shamia, but if Portia is throwing out all these allegations, I really hope that she has proof, because I think Shamia has the funds and the power to hit her ass for defamation. And if she's using Gerald's money, I believe she can have her tied up in litigation and even get her house. Like, I'm just saying.
Exactly. So shout out to Riri again for the super chat. Okay. P said that Shamesi is creeping around with her manager and pastor indicator on Twitter.
Why Portia want to have somebody sleeping with a pastor so bad? First it was Kelly sleeping with the pastor. Now Shamia. Y'all keep believing everything that come out of Portia lying ass lips.
And why is everything so scandalous? Like, we just gonna leave that where it's at, because I ain't even gonna pay attention to what's going on Twitter right now. Like, it's enough going on in this damn episode. So the next thing, I think the ladies, they all get into the sprinter. Kelly tells the ladies about this damn man Jarvis and him paying for her teeth. She said that he pumps her up, and we learned that Drew had a hysterectomy, and she's in what is it? Personal training, physical therapy, for her pelvic floor. And Phaedra tells this story about how you have to have sex to basically get your floor back intact. And Drew said that her physical therapist has to finger her sometimes. And then they do.
I ain't never in my life heard no shit like that. I ain't never.
I know it is true, because I was
JoJo.
No, listen.
JoJo,
No, listen.
As a woman, JoJo, as a woman. No. Yeah, get that train. Go
the
on
train
mute.
was confirmation.
Right, the train, right.
Let me Google
Divine intervention. Drew just be lying with a straight motherfucking face. That's why when people be like, why y'all make a big deal about Drew lying? Because she lies, baby, she be dead ass about it. Like, and I'm like, what? I ain't never in my life heard no shit like that.
Let me see. Because I ain't never heard of that either. But
they use something, if not a finger. Mo. Wow, I looked it up. Apparently, pushing it back in. Hold on. I looked it up. Through up there is a real thing. It's not pleasurable though. But it's not her. It's okay. There may be a medical procedure. That's just like, it's Akina. You can be with me on this one. That's like if I said, yeah, when I go to my gynecologist and I get my pap smear, he fingering me. It's not him fingering you. It is a medical procedure where listen, it's not that simple. It ain't like she just laying on the table and he like, like when you be hanging out with your boyfriend. Oh,
Right.
no.
Yeah. Like that sounds very sexual for sure.
Yeah. You trying to get somebody license snatched. Like the fuck?
Your pelvic
But
floor
you know,
Kegel exercises using a removable silicone support device or surgical procedures.
Right, a surgical procedure. Drew did lie. See, there y'all go with that bullshit. She did lie. She lied.
She put 20 on 10.
Nobody is fingering her. It is a medical procedure. That's two different things.
Like, yeah, she made it sound icky. But ladies, definitely do your Kegels, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do Kegels all the time.
me too. Shout out to the men. Do your Kegel exercises. It helps with your blood flow.
Men do
when you
Kegels?
think- Yeah, we have to. We have to do Kegel exercises for
I did
your
not
blood
Okay,
know
flow.
that you did
now
Kegel.
look, I'm finna ask, and please don't stop. What the fuck is a Kegel?
Okay,
It's basically like, I know for men, like it helps your pelvic down there to help, with urination and other stuff when you need to handle business. It helps it to get it out. It builds that muscle down there.
But
Yeah.
what an
Don't ask
actual
me how I
Kegel
know that.
is you flexing. I know for women, I can't speak for a man. Is you flexing that muscle, your vaginal? I'm not no biologist, so don't tell me if I'm using the wrong term. Just correct me. But whatever that muscle is, where your vagina, that muscle is like I'm doing Kegels right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't see it, like you just doing it, but it helps keep that muscle tight.
Yeah, exactly. And I know for men, it helps with erectile dysfunction.
Oh, well, y'all better get the
Oh,
Kegels in.
yeah,
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
that's it. I'm just saying the medical term. I'm not going any farther than that, but it will help with that. If you men have ED, then
alrighty.
yes, that will help.
I had no idea. I learned something new today that
I
men.
told you. See, y'all playing me. I told you I know what I'm talking about. I'm a doctor. Doctor.
Lord,
Doctor!
y'all get on my nerves with this Drew shit. I don't have the energy for it today. Y'all really get on my nerves with this Drew shit.
Baby, yeah, that was a cute little scene though. I really did love that. I was even cracking up when Phaedra told in her confessional said that man should have gave her some Quest rice strips and gave her the rest of the money for her bills. I said, I know that's right.
But I will say that I kind of feel like Kelly is gonna get a lot of shade from Portia. I'm not Portia, Phaedra in the confessionals because she's getting all these services for free. Because also real, if I'm doing a solid for a quote unquote friend, I'm not gonna sit here and be talking cash money shit. Like even if it's a joke like that, like I'm not finna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, no shade. Yes, Trey. I remember I was telling the people in my review that I got a yoni egg because Shamia and Portia was doing a little exercise. I literally got a yoni egg because of that, and it works. Why Busy gonna text me earlier talk about yes yoni egg after watching my review? I'm like, look,
Oh God.
it
That is
works.
funny.
It does. I feel
Y'all
like a
really be
damn.
hearing what y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all really be hearing what the fuck y'all want to hear. I said, and I'm not going to change what I said. And I'm a woman, so I'm about to pull the woman card. There's a difference between a medical procedure where a doctor inserts something inside of you for a medical purpose and just saying, "Oh, he has to finger me." That's two different things. And I'm sorry that y'all feel like it's the same thing. It's not the fucking same. People can lose their license over her ass talk about something her doctor be fingering her.
Yeah,
And a
that's
physical therapist. I don't think her physical therapist is fingering her. I think maybe a doctor is, but her physical therapist is not. But whatever.
girl, don't get your blood pressure up.
Please don't.
But no, it does not hurt. Putting in a yoni egg, it feel like a damn chicken. Cause sometimes it come with the string, but I didn't put
A
the string.
chicken.
Like
A
you feel like
chicken.
It made me feel like I was catching
Wait
an
a
egg.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait, y'all not letting me. Y'all not letting me explain. So the
I gotta go on
yoni
mute.
egg is literally like, and it's literally the shape of an egg, and sometimes it comes with a string. So once you put it up there, then you can just pull it out like a tampon. But I didn't put the string on mine. I just
All
had it in
physical
there.
therapists are not doctors. You might be a doctor and you're a physical therapist, but all physical therapists are not doctors. I've had plenty of physical therapists in my life, and they were not all doctors.
And y'all are funny. So like when I was getting it out, because I can't pull it out with a
Still stuck on
string
the
as
chicken
if,
rail.
I have to like push it out, and it made me feel like a damn chicken because like I was
Push it.
hatching the egg, and
Push
That's
the
it
what I
egg.
said.
real
So you
good.
vegan except for this. So you vegan except for this.
This was before I was
That is too
vegan.
funny.
I haven't even used my egg in a long time. I don't even know where it's at. I know I still have it, but I don't know where it's at. But yes, this was
Don't let
before I was
nephew find it.
nephew is back in Ohio. So,
Oh, okay.
It,
Don't
it,
let
it,
nephew
it
be hanging
seems
out
like
in the bedroom.
this is turned into the Wild Lion panel after dark. It's getting real close to that threshold right now.
I know I'm giving y'all my business. Simply
You better be
had
lucky that T and Scotty wasn't here because they would have took it. They would have took it to
Babe.
hell. That conversation.
He probably got a yoni egg his damn self, child.
Oh, you know oh Lord.
shout out to all the yoni eggs, okay? The vagina monologues. That is exactly what this is. So they go off to dinner, and Angela, is it me or is Angela always asking about Drew's music? But she was asking Drew about her music, and this girl got a song with Ray J.
No, let me tell you something. This is legendary
Uh-oh.
because Ray J is
Here
an
we go.
icon, and
Here
I'm
we
not
go.
trolling. I'm just being serious. Y'all, hello.
Not
When
calling
he
Ray J
said,
no icon, you
"Now,
not being serious.
if you could do one wish," don't tell me up in 2005 we was all singing in the rain. If you give me one wish, I
He
don't know,
got
you know
hit,
what I
but I
mean.
don't know about the word legendary.
Legendary is crazy.
I
And he
mean, an
is
icon. I mean, I cannot, but I don't know about them icon. Like
y'all need to
Right.
stop with Ray J and his vocals. Y'all didn't see the verses he was doing it
he
and
needs to
all his
stop with
We
them and his damn
absolutely saw the
vocals.
verses. We absolutely saw the
And,
verses.
and JoJo, if I had one wish, it would have been for him to not get his ass up there singing on all them damn keys, but not even on the right one. No, absolutely not,
It was
sir.
a bad day.
Exactly.
His throat, I think his throat was hurting. He
And
had
you know
allergies.
what?
So
Y'all
I
can
mean, even
have one
Beyonce
wish.
had a bad day.
No, he ain't even hitting nowhere near. Yeah, y'all can have one wish all day, but for me, my Ray J song is "Wait a Minute." That's my song.
Like,
Okay,
okay.
fuck one wish. Well, I ain't. That's a stretch because I do
So
rock.
listen, give the legendary Drew Sador and shout out to Drew. If y'all
Legendary.
know,
Okay,
if
we
y'all
just
know
giving
that
out words
she
now.
was on a YouTube channel talking about her most popular roles, and she was talking about That's So
I
Raven,
did see
a
that.
Disney channel show. She was on Disney, y'all. So Ray J is legendary. So yeah, so kudos. I mean, can the audience, can we all just give it a round of applause for Drew Sador? She doing big things. Ray
Delulu.
J, that's
Delulu.
big dog right
Next.
there. Ray J,
Next.
what? Do you know how hard it is to get Ray J on the song?
I
I bet
don't think it is,
you could
sir.
probably give Ray J for a 2-piece of a biscuit right now.
Now you know what? It might be hard because he all up. Nope, I cannot say that is. Nope. Sorry.
Y'all don't know Ray J songs? The people feel me.
Sexy
Wait a
can,
minute, is my
sexy
shit.
can I? Come on, man, come on, Ray J and Young Bird. Sexy can I? What?
Hey, wow, ta-da, watch out now. It's a little one, then on that, wow. Hey.
Well, I mean, Lil Kim made that song what it was. Like, let's just keep it a whole buck.
I
Oh,
mean,
and then he did. He collaborated with Brandy on Another Day in Paradise. That was a good one.
I don't know that one.
Shout
Ray
out
J
to
is black, and I feel like a bottle of Hennessy in the No, okay. I do feel like Drew is
Bro, I'm
playing with
not
her
gonna play Ray
career
J.
by making a song with Ray J. Like that's crazy, girl. Like that's why people gonna take you as a joke. But
Mm-hmm.
she said that
I
she's
thought it was
planning
a
on going
beautiful.
on tour.
You mean the
So,
same Ray J that's about the box? That Ray
huh?
J?
Who
The Ray J
that?
that's training to box for Zeus, the Zeus
Is that what
Network?
he doing?
Yeah, he's like the
Yeah.
undercard for Clarissa Shields' next fight or some bullshit.
I'm confused.
Me
I ain't know
too.
that. And
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I thought he was on his last days. Not trying to be funny.
Ray J
But
said that y'all took what he said out of context. He never said that he was about to die. That's what Ray J said.
so why his mama get online and try to, you know what?
Ray J said that what he said was that the doctors told him if he didn't clean up his lifestyle. I'm just telling you what the man said. He said that after the BET Awards when Drewski said that he was about to die.
Ray J, I'm done.
I mean, but do we really care though?
Oh, I would care if Ray J was no longer here.
All right, that makes one of us. So, what's the next scene?
Oh, be
Mhm.
nice.
I
Yeah,
mean, I
she's
don't want him to die.
right. That's Brandy brother. But
Right, her brother. He ain't no kin to me.
Drew is planning on going on tour. So Josiah, look out. You need to be in the front row.
Oh, I do. She gonna be in Houston. She gonna be in Houston. She gonna be in Houston on October the 13th. I'll be right there front row. I already got tickets. You know, I get the exclusives. I get the exclusive tickets.
Did he just
So-
make that up? I feel like he just made that up.
It hasn't been released yet. Y'all first.
Oh Lord, it ain't been
I don't
released
know.
yet.
I don't know where her other tour dates is, but she will be in Houston,
Talking about
Texas
damn
on October the 3rd.
13th.
And I got front row tickets, and I'm gonna have a sign like this, like
Hey, I'm your biggest fan. you gotta take Scotty.
mm-hmm.
He gonna I'll sing you because he know
Well,
all her-
Pinky said that she would be her backup singer.
I was cracking up when Pinky said that. Y'all, I really like Pinky on the show. Like, she's funny to me. But in the midst of Drew and Dennis talking about this damn tour that she allegedly put together, Dennis pours his heart out to Drew about how he feels about Portia and who she's dating. And so Angela's asking, okay, well, how does he feel about who you dating? And she was like, you know, he feel how he feel, but she wouldn't her daughter that wasn't good to her. So then that makes you chime in and it's like, well, it's funny because Dennis told Gerald that you don't want PJ around us anymore. Like, what's up? I would never hurt your daughter. What's going on? And that pretty much starts the beef. What do y'all think about Shamia interjecting and putting that little tidbit of information that she knows within that conversation of who Portia was dating?
I think it was along the line. I think it was an opening and Shamia took it, but I don't think Shamia took it with the intention of dropping what she dropped. I think she took it as an opportunity to have that conversation. I think their kids were friends. I think she's hurt by the fact that her daughter and PJ can't play together anymore and are no longer friends. And I think she took it as an opportunity to have the conversation with Portia. That's my.
I feel like it was fitting for sure. It was fitting into the conversation, but it just was like, girl, we could have waited. We could have waited for this.
I mean, they could have definitely waited. I'm more than sure that conversation probably happened long before they sat there. But I think the only reason that Shamia, again, I don't know, but may have brought it up is because what other time would she have? Because she and Portia are not filming one-on-one scenes together.
And I understand that, but like mentally, I could have been like, okay, table that. Table that. And then we get to the house. I'm like, girl, let me pull you to the side real quick. You was mentioning, you know, how you don't ever want to put PJ in harm's way or whatever the hell. Dennis told me that you don't want to have PJ over no more. Like, what's going on? Like,
I mean, but at the same time, I mean, we know Portia lied because she talking about she wants to be. She's protective of who she brings around her daughter, but what about Simon? And how quickly you like come on, mind you, yes, We know Portia lie when the truth will do. We know that when her back is against the wall, she gonna pull anything out of thin there and just throw it at you like a truth. We know that, but you're not gonna make me believe that you. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I'm not saying she don't care about her daughter. I think her daughter is second to whatever happiness she is trying to go after. It's the pursuit of Portia at all times. You don't give that much of a fuck about your daughter because if you did, you would not have had that man around your daughter that quick, that fast.
Yep. Yep.
Which means you not finna convince me that all these other people ain't around your motherfucking daughter. I'm sorry, I'm not a fool.
Mm,
Yep. Yep.
Um,
I agree.
I agree. I agree.
I agree.
Again,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I agree with what y'all said a few minutes ago. Portia and Shamia are not filming one-on-one scenes, and I have to feel like that's not an accident. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm not blaming Portia, I'm not blaming Shamia, but I'm saying I don't think either one of them will probably in a
Want
place to
to.
have a one-on-one conversation. So
Mhm.
if she doesn't bring it up at the table, I don't think it gets addressed. And I think she wanted to have the conversation.
Yep. Yep.
Same
That's what
here.
I'm saying too. Like, yeah, you moved on to somebody else just as fast as you was no longer with Simon. Like, girl.
Mm-hmm.
But what was you saying, JoJo?
I was like, yeah, it's really unfortunate. You know, her at the end of the day, her people. These women has avoided each other since episode one. We are now episode 15. And we all knew that this was going to definitely come to a head because as y'all mentioned before, I mean the way how that reunion tapped out, we was all on the edge of our seat and wanted to see what was going to be the result for this. So when I look at Shamia, I see somebody who is still hurt. I have been there before. I have been hurt and I have been in situations where I had to coexist and hold out. And I think what happened was it just temperature just exploded. And I think in this situation, yeah, Shamia was doing the absolutely a lot, but also Portia be lying. And like you said, when she was kind of bringing up those rumors and stuff, I'm like, ma'am, this is really what happened because Portia lied so much. Now y'all call the Queen Drew Sidora a lie, but Portia be lying though, and we don't believe what she
Portia
be saying.
absolutely be lying. And I don't
But
call
I will.
Portia a lie as much as I don't call Drew a lie, but I guess there's nobody here when I say Portia a lie.
No, you good. So with Portia, I will say this: Portia kind of handled herself very calmly. This is not the same Portia from season 8, season 9, season
Mm-hmm.
6 when she dragged Kenya. So the anger, all them years of anger management, has definitely worked in her favor. However, you still lying. So how can we believe anything that you say? And I did feel bad for Shamia in that
But
sense.
I don't think it's the anger management. I just think that Portia is playing the long game and being manipulative. Because how I looked at that scene is one, it really just seemed like Portia wanted this from Shamia the whole time. I just don't think that she thought that Shamia was gonna bring the moms up. But
Mm-hmm.
once it came, y'all see how Portia started to get calmer and calmer and calmer to make Shamia look like the irrational one, the crazy one, where all of that was strategic. And then for the
Mm-hmm.
end, and now you want to sit here and go biblical. Well, not really biblical, but talking in such a way where is you feel like you holding down, where is that's nothing but manipulative, and you're trying to get the women to be on your side. So I was like, nah, I'm sorry, JoJo, I can't be with you on that one, man.
I feel you. Shout out to Riri again for the super chat based on K's reaction. Shamingan took a sharp left out of nowhere. Yeah, yeah, it definitely felt like that for sure. Um, oh, hold on.
Look at T
Shut up,
in the
T.
comments. I was like, T, why
Uh-oh.
your ass up there?
Right, T. But okay, so Shamia or Portia says she will only allow her sister to keep her daughter if she, spoke to her the way that her and Shamia had spoke to each other. Shamia mentions Portia calling her a sister. Portia said, yeah, she thought that they were like sisters until things changed last year. And so Shamia said that Portia told some lies last year and she wants Shamia, wait, her wants Shamia. Oh, the lie was Portia pretending that she wanted Shamia on the show when she really didn't. And Portia said that she didn't want her on there because it'll mess up their friendship, which Portia said is a lie because Andy backed her up on it. Um, I feel like they talked about this last year, and so this is being brought up again. I feel like it's also weird that 3 months ago Portia said this is like my sister,
Thank you.
comparing her to Lauren, and then bringing up, yeah, that's how I felt up until last year. Well, girl, you just said this on the first episode at your
Because
house.
she be lying. She can't keep her lies straight.
Like, no, right, Scotty.
Right, Scotty.
We
We said
said
that.
that. We said it.
The nigga late. Meanwhile, we at the end.
I'm about to say he ain't late. He missed it.
And
We
I'm
done.
still in the bed. Shit.
Like,
We about done.
literally talking all that shit in the group chat this morning and ain't even here. But
Right. And there is a receipt floating around on the internet where Kenya actually said the same thing last year when she was doing her little videos from her Kenya Moore spa before she got kicked out. Kenya said the
no,
same thing. So this story isn't a new story. Kenya almost said word for word what Shamia said, that Portia was like, you have this, you have that. Why can't I have this? Like, this is mine. And I believe Portia said that. Like, because let's be clear, that's how Portia has acted. Portia has acted like she doesn't want Shamia there. So I
yeah,
believe that Portia didn't want Shamia there. I believe it.
yep. I believe it too. But just like I said, like I understand, like I wouldn't want my friend on the show that I'm on either. It's just like, let's do our own thing. We being on this show, people be attacking friendships and everything else. Like I would not want my best friend on this show. The same way I said in my review that I would not even want to live with my friend. Like I've lived with my best friend, but present day, like I would not want to live with her because I already know how I am. I know how things can be. So it's just like, no, 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 no. And I know people are feeling like they were never friends and X, Y, and Z. Yeah, yeah. But also,
I
I
don't.
can't
I
blame.
think they were friends. I think people
I think they were
when
too.
right when it comes to, I think everybody in this chat. Shout out to the people in the chat. Everybody on this panel. I don't think there's anybody that would say that all of their friendships are the same. You just wouldn't. We have friends and we have friends that are in different spaces. We have friends that are on
Hmm.
different levels. You have a friend that you might call so Sakina might have a friend that she would call when she having boy problems. But she might have a friend that she would never call and talk into a relationship with. That doesn't mean they're not a friend. I think we're oversimplifying stuff when we're gonna say they were never friends. They were friends. Now, was their friendship over long before she came on this show? Maybe. Maybe their
Right.
friendship was over. Maybe they held on too long. But hell, most of us have held on too long, whether it's in a romantic relationship or friendship. I do think they were friends, and I think it was genuine. When they became friends, why they became friends, whatever. But I do think that one point in time they were genuine friends. I just think that the relationship was over before they accepted or admitted that the relationship was over. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yep. I agree. I definitely agree because I do think that they were friends. Um, I definitely think they were friends. It's just things went left. But
Yeah,
what else happened? What you was about to say, JoJo?
yeah, I agree. I think that the friendship honestly the friendship has been felt out. Like after season 9, you can have this. You saw they had that rift. They was
Yeah.
cool, having a good time. I think it was like kind of more like surface level friends after that, if I'm being honest. And then
Yeah, I don't think they
that's
ever really truly made up after that. I think I think I
no,
think I think they made up, but they were never really truly cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think
yeah,
Portia never really trusted her. Shamia never really trusted her, and but they were still like, we friends. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. But I don't think they ever really got back good after that.
I feel like the issue that I see with Portia and Shamia is they never truly have the conversations that need to be
I
had.
agree.
they
We
brush
see
over it.
Agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, we see how Shamia is more so eager to have the conversation and is willing to have the conversation, but Portia is so, I don't know if it's because maybe she feels exposed, maybe she just does not have the capacity, like a mature level to actually have those conversations. Like she doesn't have that skill set to communicate properly. And that's unfortunate. But I feel like that's the reason why their friendship doesn't work either, because they're not able to lay it out on the table. And I told y'all I look at this situation and I do compare it to me and my best friend and our fallout. But the difference is, throughout our entire friendship, me and my best friend, we have the most raw, honest, upfront conversations. Like, even, and we've been doing this since our early 20s. We've always been straight on when it comes to our differences. We have face-to-face conversations and we gonna air this shit out. And if we need to talk about it several times, especially within like our last fallout, we talked about the same shit over and over and over and over and over again until we came to an understanding. And I feel like as women in their 40s, y'all should be having the same situations, if the same conversations, if the friendship really matters to you. And the fact that they're not able to have those conversations, and it's like they still have some hidden animosity, and it builds up and it builds resentment, and they're the jealousy or whatever. I don't even like to put jealousy out there, but whatever they're feeling, it is coming to a head, and that's the reason why they can't be on good terms now. Not to mention the added factor of their mamas beefing from back in the day. Like, it's too much. It's added
too layered. It's too layered.
Yeah, it's so much. So yeah, speaking of that, Shamia brought up how they said they didn't want their friendship to be affected by their parents. But then Portia went on Instagram and said that Shamia's mom did something egregious to Miss Diane. And then Shamia's like, Miss Diane did something first years prior, but you ain't want to talk about that. So then that's what Shamia exposes, that Miss Diane tried to sleep with Shamia daddy. I said, oh my gosh. And Portia was like, that was a lot. I wasn't expecting her to say that. Was y'all expecting her to say that?
I wasn't expecting that. I was like, wow. That kind of took me off guard a little bit.
Yes.
But then Portia came back and said Shamia mama tried to slept with the brother, slept with her uncle.
I said, what in the Uno reverse hell is
right? I was like, what the hell?
So this just lets me know, okay, allegedly. I feel like the mamas was real tight at the hip. They was running it back in their heyday, and they probably was, playing past them. So they both were sleeping with the brother and decided, hey, let me go home and go over there. I feel like both of them probably was in the streets.
It sounds like it.
And here's the thing. You know how they say birds of a feather? So I'm just saying, like, if they was hanging out and if we sit here saying all this about, pepperoni pizza Domino's Diane, like, if we saying all this about her, well, then that means Shamia mama was somewhere up in the mix doing the same damn thing.
Yeah, like
I don't believe what Portia said. I believe what Shamia said. What Portia's response to me, and I know people might say you just biased, but I'm really not. I think both of them got shit with them, but I honestly feel like Portia knew what Shamia had. I think Portia, like, she knew what the ammunition was, and I think she was just like, I think that was the response because it sounded so much worse. You know what I mean?
And very sensational.
Yeah, right. She knew it was going to get the clicks and the views and all of that. Like, she knew what it was going to do, and I just don't believe that. And Phaedra pissed me off in her confessional talking about that's the wrong answer. The right answer is just no. But what Shamia, I think the point Shamia was trying to make
did
was,
in the pretty much like, you're lying. Don't do that. And she did. And
what she was saying was, my father has 3 brothers. Which brother is it? Like, since you know so much,
yeah, say the name.
Was it?
That's what I took it as too. Like,
yeah, that's what I took it as.
But then it also lets me know that they weren't. This is one of them relationships where is y'all mothers were friends and y'all became sisters by virtue of their actual relationship, but it never went nowhere past that, because the question of what's his name, if you that tied in, you should know the uncles' names.
No, I think she knows that Shamia has 3 uncles. What Shamia, I think, was trying to say was, all right, well, if my mama slept with the uncle, which one was it? Right, name them.
Name.
Name 'em. Name 'em.
Very simple. Shout out to Riri again for the super chat.
Come on, Riri.
I know,
Right,
right?
putting the money
Okay.
out.
Riri.
Riri is in
Right.
agreement with y'all. They mamas were the original P and Shamesi.
I mean,
And now all of a
Yeah,
sudden, Portia got so much to say on Twitter. But again, I feel
you ain't having
like,
to say in that moment.
well, not only that, but so now Shamia's sleeping with the pastor. 2 weeks ago it was Kelly. Now Shamia's like, I know it's a lot of pastors in Atlanta. I got that. I understand it's a church on every corner, but
Now,
it just seems like it's the same lie, wash and repeat.
I just want to say this, Dirty Diana. This is partially your fault, sweetheart, because when your daughter on camera was talking about Shamia, you could have just sat there, nodded your head, and said you just pray for her. But you was the one that said something slick about Shamia first, Diana.
She did talking about a
Let's
bone
be let's
carry,
be
right? The dog that carried a bone, like that was
Yeah,
some
that was
disrespectful
messy.
shit when she said it.
You
so
know,
have y'all heard from Patches?
I haven't even seen Patches in any
I
chat,
haven't seen yeah,
me
either.
either.
but I think
but
Scotty talks to Patches, so Scotty might have talked to him.
but I will say when Shamia talked about that generational shit, and now she shouldn't have brought up a lot of shit. Hopefully, it's someone. But when she brought that up, talking about from Diana to Portia, I'm like, well, I mean, Portia was fucking somebody's husband, so and then
And did y'all
Diana
catch
was
that
trying
at
to
the
do that
end when
too.
Shamia? Okay, see, Scotty said he talked to him. And did y'all peep when Shamia was, because again, when people get mad, the real shit be coming out. Did y'all hear Shamia when she was walking to the car and she was talking about Portia and she made a comment about Portia sleeping with everybody? So now Portia a hoe, but you was holding on to that. You was trying to make it seem like the people was coming for your friend, but now you just admit, yeah, she a hoe, child, she a hoe.
I
Oh
didn't hear
yeah.
that either. I didn't hear that part.
You
I
didn't hear
just
her
heard her say,
when she was with Kelly walking to the car and she stopped herself before she went all the way there, but she said it. She was like, "You the one out here in these streets sleeping with her," and then she caught herself, and I was like, go on, say
But
it
yeah,
now."
listen, Stevie Wonder could have saw that. Helen Keller could have saw that.
I didn't
And
hear
Helen Keller
that.
not even on this earth. She blind and dead.
See, and that's the thing. Like,
Did you say she blind and dead? Did you say she blind and dead?
hell
No, blind and deaf.
And
Blind and
deaf.
deaf.
Oh, okay. I thought you said she blind and dead. I'm like, damn, JoJo.
Did y'all see what Scotty said?
He did, yes.
What she say?
She
She is a hoe, but I defend him if somebody else said it.
Listen,
Oh, absolutely. Just
let's-
like I defend you, Scotty. When people want to say you a hoe, I defend you. You my friend, and I defend you.
I was just gonna say right message, wrong messenger. So we'll go ahead and continue with the next scene.
Well, shit, this was the only scene.
I'm about to
It
say
was
this was the end of the episode, JoJo.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
the same. Like,
I'm being funny.
Shamia called Portia manipulative and she leaves. She said that she's been trying to protect Portia, but she hasn't been protected. And that's why I was confused, because it's like, Shamia, what protection was needed in this season? Like, I'm only going off of this season and the reason why she exploded the way that
But
she
that's
did.
why people called you a lapdog, because you are out here defending shit that don't need to be defended. Like you was defending Portia when it didn't need to be defended. Just like, child.
Yeah.
Everything don't need a response, and especially when it comes to Portia, girl, let that shit go. Everything don't need a response.
Agreed.
And I'm gonna echo something that I've said many panels before. I'm gonna need for the people pleasing Shamia to get some fucking therapy.
Yeah.
Because she cares way too much about how people perceive her. And that is why she finds herself in these situations, to where if she just says fuck it and just lives true and organically, and not, because again, that is also Portia. Portia cares about her image, which is why she carries herself the way that she does. You're not gonna get the real her, or it's gonna come out in bits and pieces. But she's quick to rebound. But Shamia cares way too damn much, even to the point to where you even had what's her name, K Michelle, talking about a friend to all is a friend to none, because that's a people pleaser. Whereas you want to be friendly to everybody,
Mm-hmm.
where
Yep.
people are going to get hurt in the process. So I'm not saying it to be mean, but I really would love for her to get some therapy. And when I say therapy, no shade. I ain't talking about your pastor. I'm not talking about your mama. I'm saying go to a
Outside sources.
yes. Somebody that's gonna give you the real and that's gonna hold you to the fire and give your ass actual homework assignments to do better and get better.
Yep. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Right. Best friend, all that best friend shit. Like, I need, do y'all think that Shamia should come back? Like, just realistically, with how she is with the group, where she is mentally, like, you know how some people just, you feel like some people just don't really need, like, this isn't the best environment for them. I feel like this is not the best environment for Shamia. The same way where, fresh off of Love Island, I feel like Anaya was not supposed to be on Love Island, like, because she don't have the skin for it. So it's just like,
Mm.
I feel like Shamia doesn't really have the skin for this, especially with her feeling isolated. She needs to just go ahead and bow out gracefully now because it's not for her. Like, it's not going the way that she wants, and that's unfortunate. But I just feel like this isn't the place for her.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
I agree. I don't think she need to come back.
that's a fair statement. I honestly
Oh.
think that I mean, I really do want her to come back and stand on her, like kind of weather through it. I would love
Mhm.
to see that. But I know I feel like personally, her husband's like, nah, babe, just come on, just get off the show. And that's unfortunate because, Shamia been around the group like Marlo for years. And it's like a
Yeah,
Marlo effect. That you gave, you finally give Marlo a peach after 16 billion seasons. She fucked up the 2 seasons that she was on. And
yeah,
now here
yeah.
we got Shamia. I'm like, damn, Shamia. If Shamia comes back, they would need to hire somebody like Shamia's close friends. Bring Rashida on there. That will really get it popping.
Do you want to piss me off?
No, I'm just y'all. I'm just kidding about the last part, but
Okay,
I would love
because
to
you
see
keep it
Shamia
real
back.
serious.
Well,
But yeah.
this is a part of my contract. I mean, if I don't do it, who else gonna do it?
That's true. Dang, recast the whole show. Y'all streaked. I don't think they need to recast the whole
No,
show.
they don't need a recast. We got a good group.
But yeah, I
No,
think
no, 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 no. We don't have a good group. Now we ain't gonna tell all them goddamn lies, not Josiah.
Oh yeah, Phaedra.
exactly. I feel like she doesn't enjoy it at this point because she's feeling the differences that that the ladies are giving her compared to other cast members and stuff. And like I said, I know what it feels like to feel isolated in a situation or like you don't belong somewhere. It's like the best thing for you to do is to remove yourself. That gives you more, just mental freedom, and you don't feel like be surrounded around the people who actually make you feel good. Shamia has a lot of friends. Like she really does. And so it's like you don't have to be in this environment of housewives. Like, yes, it might be, a good check and
Hmm.
give you some recognition and all of that. But
And
like,
I will say not to be on the JoJo bandwagon, but ever so slightly is with you saying the friends she does have these friends is we couldn't get one scene with her and these friends that don't like hey not to say bring them on to spite K, but we don't see you with your people. All we've seen her with is her family. Like let's get something else from you because I'm gonna keep it a bug. We can only hear about you and Portia and you as their surrogacy for so long before it's like, okay, what else you got? Because you ain't giving us none with the damn music. We heard about this rum line at the very beginning. We ain't heard shit the fuck else about that. Like,
yeah,
give us something.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. And at first I wasn't, y'all know I was not excited about Shamia joining the cast. And then her first season last year, I was like, okay, yes, we working with something. Like this could be something. I was excited to see what her life looks like and all of that. So I always be real hard on people. And then when they get on the show, I'll be like, okay, like I'm gonna just give you a chance. The same way I was with Kay. And I was like, okay, Kay, we gonna see what you give. I was the same way when Monique came back to Potomac. I'm not going to be the same way when Robin brings her ass back. Be very clear. But yes,
Oh.
Like,
Well, you listen. I'm excited.
and we know,
We know.
we know. But yeah, I feel
And
like
still I rise.
it might be best for Shamia just to go ahead and bow out, unfortunately. And I'm not saying this, as a way to break her down or anything. I just think for her mental, she should just go ahead and
Right.
Or
stop.
just have a
And
better way of attacking the show, where it's figure out what your niche is and just do that. You know what I'm saying? Like people can say what they want about Stacy because we're gonna have a whole lot to talk about when Potomac come back. Stacy knows her role and she plays this shit up to the umpteenth degree.
Mhm.
She's there to get a check, sell some shit, look good, boom, 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 and keep it the fuck moving. Like and for Shamia, like figure out what your lane is and just do it. Like I'm not saying play it as a game, but at least be somewhat strategic and like I'm coming on. This is gonna be what this is. Boom, boom, boom. And if you feel like you know what, I need to argue with somebody, I boom. You my target, but let's keep it a bug. Say what you want about Shamia. Shamia has been on damn near everybody's mouth. So if Shamia wasn't there this season, what would a lot of them had to have talked about?
Yeah,
She had.
that's true. Y'all
I
strong.
agree. And also too, I think what people with the fans, and again, I'm not talking about y'all in the chat, I'm just saying in general. What fans have to understand too is when people's lives change and things evolve, the Shamia that we met 10 years ago is not this Shamia. She's in a
Yeah.
totally different situation. She's married, she's got 2 kids, she has a
Yeah.
husband who has a whole business to protect. You know what I mean? She has a job that she has to protect. And I know that, housewives gets nasty and dirty and people throw accusations, but I also think that it's valid when Shamia says, "Hey, you're attacking my marriage by saying that I'm out in the streets sleeping around with all these different men. Like
Yeah.
you're attacking, you know what I mean? You're attacking my job." When she said HR called her in and she had to answer for that, I don't think that was an exaggeration or a lie. Like and that's where the difference is between a housewife who really don't have a job and a housewife that does, or has something to protect. And that's another reason why I say I don't feel like Shamia should come back, because this Shamia is not the Shamia from 10 years ago when she was a friend of and she was just going along with the get along. She's got a lot to worry about and protect. And I just think it's real. I think it's a real concern just outside of the other stuff. I think it is a concern when her I mean, now we got Portia on the internet saying that she's sleeping around. Like, and I don't know what Shamia doing. I don't know if she is a shit. That ain't my business, but it's a lot. Like, it ain't but so many times that as a husband or as a wife, you're gonna hear people saying that your significant other is out in these streets cheating on you. I'm sure Gerald has had to pull her aside and be like,
Oh,
"Hey,
and I just got something to say before we get over here. Now, y'all know I love me some Cynthia, right? I'm gonna
mm-hmm,
need for Cynthia to get it the fuck together because I mean, I was already in the wilderness looking for her. Now she the fucking lost me because and I really hate to say it, but she's proven Nene right every fucking episode as we go on when it comes to her, and it really seems like somebody that need to check Cynthia need to check because why you this far up Portia's ass? So because you're an ambassador, so you finna go along to get along because you need to protect this check. Is
Yeah.
that what this is? Because some of what she be saying don't fucking be making sense. Here and there, okay, I see you going. Other point, it's just like, okay, you missed the whole ship, Cynthia. Where the fuck we going with this?
Right. I agree. She get on my nerves.
I'm gonna say this," and I said this 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna keep saying it because it's my opinion, and it don't make it right. It just make it mine. I
Boom.
honestly think that Portia is playing puppet master. I honestly think that's why Portia has been able to sit back and play innocent while everybody talks around her. Like even with Cynthia carrying that bone, straight up lying on Shamia, talking about, well, Shamia brought this up and Shamia didn't bring it up. The same thing
Mm-hmm.
with
Mm-hmm.
Drew. Like y'all ask Shamia these questions and then Shamia responds, and then it becomes, oh, Shamia was talking about Portia. Shamia brought Portia up. Shamia this and Shamia that. I really do feel like Portia has been sitting back playing puppet master. I just do. And I know everybody don't agree, and that's fine. And I'm not saying that Shamia is innocent. I'm not saying that Shamia has not put herself in situations or created situations. I'm not saying that either. But I also think that Portia is sitting back playing innocent because she has mobilized the people, and I think Cynthia is one of them people she done mobilized
Yeah,
because
I
I
agree.
agree.
Cynthia is
Yeah,
just so weird.
yeah, she's
It's
showing her
just so
ass.
weird.
I'm like, Cynthia, stay neutral, please. You're doing good. We was liking you.
She
Bye.
don't know how. She do not know how. And that goes, I'm glad you brought that up because that's something I wanted to bring up too real quick. Um, I hate the fact that Shamia brought this up in front of the group. This is the number one issue that you have with people getting in your business with you and Portia, but you are broadcasting y'all's issues to the table. And then on top of that, y'all are spilling family tea to the table. So don't be up in the uproar and get your panties in a bunch when one of the girls asks you where you and Portia stand because y'all did all of that in front of them. They were a part of the conversation essentially. They wasn't, but they was at the table. That's enough. So yeah, I just hated that they did that. But that was that. That was the end of the episode. We can prepare to go around for MVPs. I know everybody's off camera. I don't know what the hell y'all doing,
I'm about to come
but
back on.
um, yeah, really beat and turn her mic off. So I don't know where she at. Um, but we getting ready. Ooh, yeah, it's setting in. It's my body alerting me. Wrap this shit up. Okay, let's go ahead and get it.
Sorry, I had to step away. Sorry,
Oh no, it's okay. I just wasn't sure.
sorry, Christina.
You're forgiven. MVP, 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 MVP. Other week, other week, other week, other week. All right, Josiah, who your MVP?
Oh, it's Drew Sidora, the queen of absolute. Oh. Damn. Honestly, no one.
Nobody.
Me.
Okay.
My PhD. That's the MVP of the week.
Cause you a doctor.
Doctor, address me, Doctor Josiah.
Okay.
Okay, okay, Osefo.
Okay. My MVP is Kelly's McDowell's outfit. Shout out to Coming to America.
Yes.
And it's so funny. Did y'all see Watch What Happens Live? Andy didn't get the reference, and he kept saying she had on a McDonald's outfit. I was like, poor Andy.
Stay in your Caucasian lane, baby.
Right.
Well, my MVP would be Diane's daycare.
Look, Busy said he just got home. Don't be trying to and you was in the chat talking shit about all of us.
Right, we don't want to see you, boo.
Yeah, we about to end, so
because we got you next week.
We done.
My MVP is Pinky for being the comedic relief and being the next brand ambassador for Go Naked Hair. So yes, and that's how you know there wasn't really that much MVPing going on this episode, even though it was lighthearted and everything else. The argument between Shamia and Portia was too much. But anyway, everybody, let's go around and say what y'all got going on so we can get the hell on. Josiah.
Yeah, so okay, so I'm getting back to the my reaction video on Wednesday. Really be when the next time we all gonna do the Heart and Hustle panel?
We can do it this weekend. I'm here this week. We can do it this week.
Okay. So we'll probably do that probably Wednesday this week, and then I don't know when the next time we're doing roast and review. So, and then I'm trying to collaborate with Miss Sakina as well. I don't know if she's open to it, but put a ring on it on.
I meant to text you. I was out of town when you had said that. I haven't even been watching Put a Ring on It. I gotta see what the hell the trailer is.
It just when is this? It started already.
It starts July 31st, but it's a
I
whole. I
was
think
gonna
it's
say
a
I ain't
whole
think it
new group
started
of
yet.
people.
Yeah,
So
this is a whole new situation. Yeah.
just let me know. We can do it, and they don't even have to do every week. We can do it bi-weekly. We can just do 2 for 2, like
So
Wendy's 4 for 4. Every other week. We don't even got to be weekly.
Oh, I gotta go to bed.
I'm gonna look at the trailer. Y'all, what you got? Oh, no, really be. I skipped over you. My bad, bro.
Well, y'all know I just got off the plane from Spain, so I gotta catch up on everything. I don't have no rhyme or reason. I can't tell y'all when I'm gonna do it. I just know I gotta get caught up on everything. I know tomorrow myself, Ebby, and El Teddy are gonna be doing Chasing LA, the first episode. We'll be doing that tomorrow, probably sometime after 8. Y'all know I gotta get caught up on Big Brother, Raising Canaan, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Heart Hustle Houston, Bell Collective, and Next Gen NYC. I can't tell y'all when it's gonna happen. I can just say it's gonna happen this week. So just keep your notifications on, chat. That's all I got.
Maybe next gen NYC could be an email because
Listen, okay.
the way I keep rewatching this same 3 episodes because I'm falling asleep or my attention span is just not there with it. Anyway, I literally got it on pause the 3rd episode after watching it 3 times already. But yeah, y'all go ahead. What you got going on?
He
Remarks
said remarks
complete.
complete.
Oh, no, that was quick. I didn't hear it. As far as me, I am finally caught up. Woo, 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 woo. Love Island has officially wrapped. Um, make sure that y'all watch my reviews. If y'all have not, I uploaded 2 reviews today. The episode from the day before and last night. And then I also have Housewives of Atlanta up now. So I have 3 new reviews up. And I'm ready to take a motherfucking break and go to sleep. So thank y'all so much for everybody who was in here. We had a little over 300 in the chat today. Yes, 35 episodes. Shout out to me in Love Island. But yes, y'all make sure that y'all show us some love. Make sure y'all stop by all of our channels, like, comment, subscribe, and all those good things. And I will see y'all, or we will see y'all next week on Busy's channel, where hopefully his
I don't
ass.
know. I don't know. I might not be there since his ass wasn't here today. I don't know.
All right, y'all better go over there to Scotty right now.
To be fair, Busy has told us that he got a lot going on at work. If he said he just got home, it's probably work related. I'm a defend Busy until he tell us something different because I do know he got a lot going on at work. I do know that work is it's a
Yeah.
lot.
He
I'm gonna
does.
defend my friend until
Work
my
is
friend give me a reason
working.
not to defend.
That's true. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all.